Hello you, my name's Circadian and this is today's daily challenge well the daily climb I should say, for our good friend the Defect, the Orb Bro. And I haven't looked at the actual nature of the climb today. It could be one of those 2.5 hour epics, it could be one of those 20-minute disasters. I don't know, we'll find out. It's going to be heirloom, start of a rare relic, cursed run, well that's good. And Big Game Hunter. Alright, well, scores are a couple of very high scores, mostly in the... so we're still quite early on in the day. I have no idea what time it is. It's about, what, half 11? 20 past 11 in the morning. So, yeah, it's early days yet. But let's get into it. Let's have a look at my rare relic. Don't care, really, I mean... So, we've got our Duvus. Oh, you don't get the... Really? I don't start with a cracked core, if that's what it's called, the basic. No, I start with the emotion chip. If you took any... Whoa! Okay, so that's crazy. Just going to quickly double check that everything's working because I need to. And let's get into it. So I want to get some curses as quickly as possible, which means probably prioritising question marks. And I want to go to the shop though, because if I can get some kind of archetype rolling, I want to do that. I don't really understand this emotion chip. So if I take damage, it triggers the passive. Obviously, I don't want to take damage. It's there if worst case scenario happens. 52 health cultist. Okay, not attacking, so this is straightforward. Zap, strike, and strike. Oh, I've got 4 energy. Ah, already the misplays. It's not an auspicious start, is it? 6 damage incoming, easily dealt with. Do I give him a point? I really don't feel like it. No, I should do, really, shouldn't I? I don't want a dual cast though. Do you know what? I've got 4 energy. And I don't want a dual cast. Well, hang on, I mean, if I do 16, puts him on 15 damage, I've got a decent chance of getting lethal on the next turn. And if I don't, he's on 28, so I should probably do this. Nine incoming, and, well, I didn't quite get what I wanted, but it's pretty strong. I won't complain. It should be guaranteed to lethal him on the next turn. There it is. So that was strong. I don't know about matched, mate. I'd say your powers were outmatched. You didn't lay a finger on me. Right, speaking of stuff, so Barrage is just straight up very good. Capacitor is nice. Always good to have a capacitor, but I don't know how what to add one to the deck this early. I haven't completely discounted Cool-Headed either. I mean, without the cracked core, I'm really just running a quite bad character here, and I do want to get some channeling happening as quickly as possible. Taking Barrage before I have the opportunity to channel, I don't think it's going to be doing much good. These are both quite bad at this stage. Oh dear. I really want to take Cool-Headed though. Oh, I've convinced myself all 3 are bad. Do you know what the 4th thing I don't want to do is? I don't want to skip. That's right. None of these options here appeal to me at all. Barrage is probably the one with the most long-term value. Capacitor is probably the least damaging. Cool-Headed is just not that good. In the draw... What's the upgrade on Cool-Headed? Is it channel 2? No, draw 2 cards. I think I'm going to take it. Oh, this feels awful. But I do need the channeling. I need channeling in the deck because I've got nothing going on. Ugly. So that's one step towards an archetype I really didn't want him playing. What have we got? 114 bucks. I can afford everything apart from the magnetism and the recursion. I wouldn't have minded recursion. Leap is super good here. I have to buy Leap, right? When do I not buy Leap? Now, one thing I haven't attempted to do at all is a small deck run, and I don't think this is the time to do it. But also, you know, it might be. And if I buy Leap and remove a basic strike, I don't know. It's kind of pretty bad, isn't it? I can't afford Jack and the Leap. I do love a Jack. Jack of all trades is one of my favourite cards in the game, especially when you upgrade it. I'm not exactly flying along here, am I? Let's take this and do this. And yeah, we'll take the strike out. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but it's what I'm doing. Don't have to justify myself. I mean, I do, that's the whole point of doing the Let's Play, but let's just pretend that that's fine. So I'm taking damage in my complete hand of basic cards. Strikes and defends, which means that my next hand is going to be none of those. Cool-headed, a couple of defense, dual cast and a leap. So, wow. That sucks in so many different ways. And like, do I want to... well, I need to draw the card, don't I? There it is. Ah, well, no. No, it's still pretty bad. Let's just do that and move on. 16 block, somewhat excessive. I was thinking, is it possible for me to have got the zap out, then I could dual cast the zap, but in order to get the zap I have to play the cool-headed, and obviously that doesn't work. I'm an idiot and I should shut up. He's not attacking, I can just load some stuff up. I'm up for that, so we will strike and zap and do some pointless stuff. 6 per turn now, sir. That's what I'm doing to you. Cool-headed looks pretty nice right here. Yeah, this is good. So we cool-headed, which will evoke the block, giving us a 7. Defend gets us to 12. Now, I mean, I've got to evoke, haven't I? And then strike, and he's down to 3 once the passive hits. And dead at the end of the next turn. Oh well, no, because they changed it, didn't they? And I don't have lethal. That's annoying. The orb was a lot tougher when the passive bypassed block. That was definitely a good situation. Happily we can now lethal him. And I have taken a grand total of 1 HP of damage, so I'm doing alright. Okay. Big fan of turbo these days. Less so in a small deck, and if I am really trying to pursue a small deck, then it's quite bad. I maintain hologram as one of the worst cards in the entire defect card pool. Recycle is potentially amazing, and especially this early. I could get recycle right now. There's no 2-cost cards in my deck at all. It's an entirely 1-cost deck, but I can start to pick them up, and I like recycle. The only problem is how often do you see them? I'm not taking hologram. I'm inclined to avoid turbo. I'm not really sold on this whole small deck idea. I think I just did that for want of something better to do. I think I'm going to take recycle, and I'm going to try and hit some big lads. Right, let's get some curses. Curse me, damn it! Cool. Thank you very much. And the kunai, which is rubbish, but I'll take it. Just a free chest lying around. That was lucky. And then another one, and another curse. More HP. Runic dodecahedron, obviously not that great. Many choices available to me here, so I don't have any money really, so there's not a lot of point going at the shop, but I can still take the elite. But would I rather... I've got one HP short of triggering the dodecahedron. Of course I am. Why wouldn't I be? What's the actual Big Game Hunter better rewards? I think the smart thing to do here is Smith Elite Heal. So that's what I'm going to do. I choose the smart option, or at least what I have decided is the smart option. What's the deal with upgraded recycle? Oh, it's free. That actually makes a massive difference, doesn't it? Yeah, let's do that. It took me a couple of seconds to realise why that was so good, and then I was like, well, that means that I can recycle one-cost cards for a profit. And then suddenly, ding! Oh yeah, that's actually incredibly vital, isn't it? Let's get that done. Yeah, we'll go this way. So this is Lagavulin. Hopefully we can get a bit of passive locked up before we kick him up. My phone is beeping at me. Excuse me for getting distracted. So, one cool-headed. Paul's a dual cast, won't be playing that. Going to be gaining a lot of weak, but I also have a lot of strong. Played Zap. No point I mean, I could recycle something just to thin the deck a little bit, but I don't really want to. What's my next draw looking like? Defend, defend, strike. I don't know. I mean, I don't benefit in any way from this, so the only question is, like, I mean, do I want to wake him up here for 1 point of damage? I don't really. None of this is very satisfactory, to be honest with you. It's not going well. But this is the turn at which we have to open up and give me something good. Dual cast isn't really what I had in mind, but 2 strikes at least is enough to open with. Hey, 3 HP of damage. And the hope is I'm able to block quite effectively. Like that, look at that, you know, 14, not 12 block. I'm going to be relying on my strength to do some damage. Excuse the slurping of the tea, but it's important. So, 18 coming in. Can I? Yeah, recycle's really sitting around doing nothing at the moment, isn't it? I mean, I just play all of these basically. And then I will. Oh, I can strike. Cool. So let's do that. I will defend. Can I recycle Doubt? I can. Sweet. Do I lose any strength? I do not. And I fully blocked him. I'd love to pretend that I intended to do that. So yeah, recycle being able to take out the curses, which I wasn't sure about, is pretty good, especially with 2 doubts, which are quite bad news. Zappity zippity. Do I want to do this for an extra 5? I guess I do. I will take 1 point of damage, but I mean, the real problem here with Lagavulin is that you don't want to be this slow against him. The next turn he's going to go for his Enfubbling Spores, and that's going to be really bad. Oh, because I took damage, I do the emotion chip just hit for another 6. Nice. So I'm saying now's a good time to dual cast. Do I want to get rid of a defend? I mean, the deck is looking pretty small now. Those 3, those 6. Yeah, I'll recycle a defend, just purely to thin the deck a bit. It's no harm in, you know, I mean, really you want to recycle out the strikes, or do I? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not that sure. So here's a pretty good opportunity to let's channel. I will dual cast this for 10 block, and then that's 18. So I'm fully blocked up. We get a strike in. What am I hitting for here? 7. Yeah, it's going pretty well. I've taken a total of 2 HP damage. I've got a weird kind of functional deck. I totally reversed into it. I hadn't given this any thought at all. Another zap, very nice. Going to be a little bit short on block here, so this is going to hurt a little bit, but we will just kill the other curse, because he needs that shit in the deck. 8 points of damage incoming, but it means an extra 6 being dealt. He's down to 30 once the emotion chip works its magic, and he's not attacking in this turn. Yes, grand, isn't it? Good stuff. do I do this for maximum benefit? If I play them both, then I'm going to trigger that. Always striking. I guess you just go like this. I'll waste one of the frosts, but it loads up my boys, and I get an extra strike, so we're down to 2 HP. I think he's now officially dead. Yeah, there's no way he can land any more damage on me, is there? I'm going to call that a resounding success. Oh, really? Don't make me do the small deck meta. Don't want to. Seek! It's like, gives me the sundial and then gives me the seek. Choose a path. Fission. Oh god, Fission's amazing. Oh, and now I don't know if I can make it work, but so this is, I talked about this in an earlier video. This is the dream of upgraded capacitor and fission. What is upgrade on? It must be a 1 cost, yeah. So you play your upgraded capacitor, which gets you to 5. You fill it up. You then play fission. It evokes all of the orbs and gives you 10 slots. It's spectacular when it works. Seek is a card that I love. I had so much fun with Seek in the 50 card run. Just go and find all of the big stuff that you need to do massive damage reliably. I haven't even looked at Nova. Yeah, Nova's okay. Power deck. I'm going to take Fission. I really like it. And that's enough, frankly. I think I'm going to have to Smith again. Wasn't intending on it. Sorry to the runic dodecahedron, but I'm not that fussed. What I would quite like in this deck at some point fairly soon is a hand size increase. Excuse the coughing. It's definitely going to be useful. I mean, knocking leap up, not making it pregnant. I mean, just in the non-idiomatic sense, knocking it up. Upgrading it is the traditional use of the phrase. I do have a bet on at the moment as well, so you'll have to excuse me. Just having a quick look at. Oh, there we go. That's very nice. My team are winning. I've got a bet on the J League. It's fine. I don't have a problem. I'm not a degenerate. I do. Anyway, yeah, I do win most of my bets. That's why I do it. But I shouldn't encourage you to gamble. But I mean, frankly, if you are going to gamble, then probably better to do it this way than on loot boxes. What are we doing? We are celebrating my skill at betting on the Japanese Football League. Also debating what to upgrade. Tricky one. What does dual cast upgrade to now? It just runs free. So there is an argument for cool-headed here because the additional card draw could synergize quite nicely with recycle. But I'm not sure it's a good argument. Because when you look at it, that's a pretty weak upgrade. It does synergize nicely with another card in the deck, but if you, just as a straight comparison of this upgrade versus the other upgrades, it's pretty bad. And I could just as easily save energy by upgrading Zap or dual cast. No, well, I don't know about dual cast. Dual cast is probably a bit messy. I kind of don't want dual cast in the deck. It doesn't sit well with Fission either. If that's my evoke trigger, then I don't really want that. Yeah, it's tricky, and I mean, I don't want to rule out leap either. That 12 block 1 card, it's pretty strong, especially if I am running a small deck. But I think Zap is the way to go, just because it's such a weak card, unupgraded, and upgraded, it's actually earning its place. Here comes another curse. The old peace pipe. Oh, well, that seems to have made my mind up. We're going to be trying some kind of ridiculous small deck. It's never going to work. 2 elites this way feels a little bit suicidal, to be honest with you. I think I've probably got enough relics to define my deck. Don't necessarily need to go chasing more. Oh my god. This is amazing. Alright, yeah, let's just carry on. I mean, well, is there something I actually really would like to upgrade? Not particularly. I don't want to remove any curses. I'm going to end up with a deck with just like 12 curses and nothing else in it. This is madness. For science, I guess. Let's try it. It's definitely going to fail. That's all I'm saying. This is an extremely bad idea. But with the recycle, I can take up curses, and I don't know. It feels good. I'm just petrified by this bizarre thing that's happening in this game. I don't know what to do about it. Just the 2 curses in the hand then. My deck is currently 20% curses. That's fine, it's not a problem. I've got a lot of block. Are you ready to get blocked for 19? Yeah, come at me. Could do with a blue candle. Could also do with some channels. Any channels. Well, no zap. Fission doesn't do anything. Well, I mean it does if I... Sorry about this. Good God. Alright, channel 1 frost and draw 1 card. There's my zap. Alright, now Fission does things. I don't really know if I need it at this point. Starting to wonder if Fission was a bad choice. Starting to feel like it might have been. Like, what possible benefit do I get from all of these additional slots? It's lovely to have this kind of 10 slot idea, but I don't think it's practical. Anyway, let's block that, defend that, and then... Oh, I can't, so do I want to dual cast this? No, I don't. Yeah, taking Fission and then not playing it. It's almost like it's there to be recycled. Speaking of which, let's get one of these bad boys out of the deck. And... yeah, kill that and then evoke this. Very defensive, but also... what's wrong with that? Bang my zap out, bang my cool headed out. Get 2 defense. Could have played the leap. No, I still could have played the leap. It doesn't matter. There are some very casual misplays happening here. I'm not paying any attention to my sundial either, which is kind of the whole point of this deck at the moment, so that's really bad. Kind of want a Fission, just for the banter. I mean, he's doing 16 damage, so it does pretty much kill him, and then I strike, and that's lethal, right? So, banter and lethal is a good combination. Hello World is very important. No longer a common card, by the way. Even though it adds commons. I'm not going to immediately discount the other 2. I mean, Scrape is pretty good. Streamline has various benefits. I think I want Hello World though, it's just a little bit too good. And it's a power, so it's not going to clog the deck too much. And then we're going to go this way. Purple Fire Spirits. You might be about to receive something half decent, like dual cast. You could nix a strike or a defend, couldn't I? Let's do that. I've never been able to effectively make a small deck, and I don't think I'm going to be able to here. But I'm going to try. I am going to bloody give it a go. We could use... I mean, the thing about Hello World is it kind of counts as a small deck idea, because obviously you're adding cards to your hand in-game, and some of them will exhaust, but most, at least half of them, I don't know what the proportion is, but many of them won't. also don't care. I do kind of want to get dual cast out. I don't like it. It's not doing work. But I'm just really enjoying going for this chronic thin deck, and I know it's going to end in tears. I may have mentioned that once or twice already. Now there is an argument here for popping the regen straight away, because if I do get to full health, that's good. 7 damage incoming though, that's my first problem, so we can actually deal with that pretty easily just with the defend cool headed. Don't want to play dual cast Rise, it's not a big problem. Yeah, let's hang on a minute, let me just look at the map. Yeah, I don't want to heal on the next turn, do I? I'm going to do it. Let's see if this works. Defend and cool headed. Oh, nice. Worse things in life though, and then we'll play the Hello World and move on with full block. I do belong here, cultist. Don't try and do that to me. Don't deny my right to exist, because that's my job. So, recycling the doubt. Zap. Just playing everything here, aren't we? And eating a shed load of damage, but leap and defend makes a big difference, and then we go for you. I've actually got full block here. Suck it. Would quite like the passive to start hitting the cultist as much as possible. So only 9 incoming, and I can cool-headed and defend and leap and all sorts of things. I can fission. Hello World just gave me another cool-headed, didn't it? Yes, interesting. What I'm not doing here is I'm not getting a lot of damage out. Alright, got 6 energy as well, which is kind of fun. Let's fission. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I actually hit the right guy for a change. Then, cool-headed. Get the zap. Cool-headed again. Second recycle. I've already got all the block needed, so we just do the strike, and then... now, yes, I could recycle the defend just to thin the deck a little bit more. And actually, with Hello World in place, that's a pretty good idea. And then I'm just going to play the leap when we need it. 23 block acquired. It's going alright. I'm just convinced this is going to end in really... I have mentioned this like 7 or 8 times now, haven't I? Gold Snap. Well, they keep on chucking block cards at me. There's a slimed for my... So 19 damage coming in, but we ain't getting anywhere near me, aren't we? I've got all kinds of stuff. Oh, alright. It's awkward. 2, so 8, 13, that would be 18. Whereas if I play that to 13 and then I double, yeah, we do it this way. It's the full block and gets me to 93, so now Runic Dodecahedron is going to trigger, and that's even more lovely, lovely, lovely energy. Sweeping Beam, that's actually not that bad right now. Could really hope to draw or recycle. There's a lot of card draw turning up in this deck. There's the recycle, which I can then use to get rid of the bad card. Headed. Cold Snap. Strike. Got a 50% chance of killing him. Yes! Run good. Speaking of which, just check on my bet. Still 1-0, maybe half time. And this has gone, I think, probably... Hello. Yeah, you're dead. So I do think Hello World was probably a mistake. Like, for the deck I'm trying to build, it's just... If I do make some kind of incredibly tight deck and then Hello World just ruins it, I think Hello World is just going to kind of sit there and get in my way and taunt me. Do I want to add another card? The way things are going at the moment, I'm a 14 card deck. don't want to make any rash decisions here. 1 strike, 3 defends, 3 zap, dual cast, 1 cool-headed, a leap, hello world, a fission, a recycle. Doubt, Riven, doubt. Recycle is absolutely key. I don't think any... It's time to start skipping, is what it is. And now we're looking at the benefit of upgrading. What's the upgrade on this? And making it innate, so yeah, definitely not. Upgrade versus removal. And that's the thing about recycle, isn't it? You've kind of got that removal in hand, but I need that for getting rid of... Recycle is mostly there to get rid of the curses. So let's use this to get rid of that. This is where it all goes horribly wrong. This is where the bad things start happening. I mean, already we're seeing a drawback here in that I just don't have any hand damage because I've discarded it all. Yep, this is going to get hairy very quickly. So we played the Zap. I guess I have to play the Fission just for something to do. Well, do I play Fission for 1 warp slot, or do I play dual cast of 16 damage? 8 in a warp slot with 16 damage. I'm always playing Hello World here. I'm going to be realistic. That's got to go. Yeah, I think we do it this way. What happens if you evoke nothing? Nothing. And I'm just going to swallow the entirety of this 48 damage. Free leap. Cool, headed out another leap. And that's it. That's everything. Yeah, I could have done with that block hand on the last turn, but I think we can probably put that down to bad luck more than anything else. I mean, yeah, you say incompetence, I say misfortune. It's the same thing, really. Do I want to do it again? Yeah, sure, why not? It's going to be a long fight. Skim? Don't hate Skim, especially with a recycle in hand. That's pretty good. So I could... With 5... here we go. Now we can start to have some fun with this thing. So with 5 energy, I can recycle the Fission. That will get me up to 7. I don't need Fission again. I think 6 is plenty. Shame there's no cool-headed, because I could do a bit more card draw. But let's do this. So we're going to recycle Fission, and then just play everything else. I don't really need to play everything else, but I'm going to. That was actually a lot less effective than I was hoping. I was going to sitting there looking at 6 cards and 7 energy, thinking, "Wow, I'm the king here." And then I realised that actually I've got nothing. I've just got a load of block. An axe kick. I'm not wild about an axe kick. So we want to do this sensibly. We want to do that. We want to axe kick it, and then we want to do this. Should have cool-headed first, admittedly. My block should be enough to deal with the burn. Yep, still on 45. Unfortunately, his kill turn is coming up quite soon. 14 damage incoming. I can recycle. I want to skim, I think. Let me just check that I'm not looking at something stupid. I mean, I have 14 block in hand plus the 8. Yeah. Let's skim. It's a lot of axe kicks. I might recycle one of them out of the deck. So much block. Cold Snap does a little bit of damage, but not enough. The amount of block here is insane. And I don't get through with the Cold Snap. He's got 12 block up himself, so what's the point? Let's recycle one of these axes. Oh wait, actually axe kick does damage. No. Alright, let's recycle a basic defend, because God knows I don't need it. Let's hit him with that. Hit him with that. Hit him with that. Just now, on the next turn, you're going to see a handful of strikes, even though I only have like one left. Just know how this goes. Passive all your cards, so I could go zap passives. I mean, I could have held that for later, but only 8 damage incoming. Pop him, and bend, and now it's a full block. So I don't have any passive defense, but you never know. I might just, thanks for the streamline. Oh, I can recycle it though, so like 100% of the time we're doing that with the skim. Huh? Oh, I haven't played the skim yet. So cool-headed, I should say, is a start. Thanks, mate. Channel of Frost, play the leap, play the strike, and then the double evoke puts me to 21. So I'm only taking 7 here. That's pretty good. Slightly more than 7. 9. That's pretty good. A lot of burns in the deck, but we should be able to accelerate now and kill him. So 17 minus, yep, that's a full block. Nice. A lot of burns in the deck now. Zap, eyes, axe kick, full block. Down to 59. Oh, so much for my full block. I forgot about the burns. They're burn pluses as well, aren't they? So they really are getting through. Let's exhaust that and then play everything else. Well, ooh, okay. Skim. Dual cast. Strike and leap. And I could have used stack or any number of cards, but 31 left to do. Got a turbo. Got to recycle, got to go for the eyes so we can recycle a burn. I'm not playing the turbo because there's absolutely no point. Just go for the eyes and block. I did 5 damage. It's a good job I got all those orb slots, huh? I really do think fission was a mistake, and I'm not sure about Hello World either. I think that was probably a bad play. Okay, so this sucks. This really sucks. I do at least have 10 block out of this. But I'm going to lose it all to the burns, and this is going to hurt pretty badly. Am I going to lose this? Can I have some damage, please? Axe kick is much welcome. I think that's it, isn't it? Impulse does 6. That does 9. Well, that was a lot closer than I wanted it to be, but kind of worked. Thunderstrike Nova Recursion. Thunderstrike is going to get recycled before it's ever playable. Now you can imagine a situation where you have Thunderstrike in the deck for 2 purposes. It's there for recycling when you need it, but it's also there when you don't. But I don't know. I have really stupidly gone for 3 different kind of decks at the same time. So you've got Recycle in there, which is calling for these big cards that will only get played as recycle triggers, and they demand Hello World. And if you're going to be using Hello World to increase your deck size, then you're going to also need to be making it innate so that you can get the benefit right from the get-go. And then on the other hand, I've got the Peace Pipe, and I'm really whittling my deck down, and I think I'm just going to skip. I don't know. I don't think I can pull it off is the problem. One of the problems. But this small deck just seems to me like it's probably doomed from the off. But yeah, I'm going to ignore it. It's going to have to be... maybe White Bee Statue's the best pick here. Would have liked an energy buff, obviously. I'm going to take it. It's weird because you get the relics and the relics start pulling you in one direction and then they start pulling you in the opposite direction. And maybe when I say you, I mean me. 2 shops or no shops? I choose 2 shops. Oh no, not these guys. I don't like these things. Well, guess we're playing Hello World. Full-headed and defend. No, this will get me full block. But on the next turn, we're going to see, with no damage put out, we've got strength on the bird here, and it's just getting really, really nasty, really, really quickly. Stack. Useless to me. Cycle this. That's a clock. Play that for 9. Play that for 3. That doesn't do anything, and I take 5 damage. Something tells me this is going to be over very quickly, at least. I'm not confident now. I am the opposite of confident. I've tried to build a small deck, and I have actually sort of tried to do that by adding loads of cards. Oh, no. Alright. Chuck the zap in. We will block for all we can. Yep, here comes the damage. $22. Block 5. I think my main problem is I'm really bad at this game. Sucks, doesn't it? Sucks to be me. So place stack last is what you're saying. 23 damage incoming. Nothing in my orb list. 14. B cell. Stack. Should have dual casted beforehand. But I have to block almost all of that damage at least, so that's something. They're not... I seem to remember these birds as being much more enthusiastic about tanking up the... not tanking up, but boosting their strength. I'm actually being quite slow with it. Don't give me a hologram. What did I ever do to you? Right, well there's nothing... I suppose what we do here is we go channel, draw, hologram, cycle this down. $11 damage hit. Could have used the poison to knock him out, but because he's not actually attacking, it doesn't really matter. I should be able to kill him on the next turn. Stack should be okay here. Let's play the zap. Let's play the beam cell. Does this actually kill him? It does 3 rather than 4. Does this actually kills him? So let's do that. 35 block is quite satisfying. My deck is now getting really big because of all the Hello Worlds. Cold Snap. How do we do this? Cool-headed first of all, then the Cold Snap. And the X kick. And then that. And then the stack. Oh, I didn't get... What? Huh? thought that would be worth way more than that. Oh no, I'm at, well, no, it's okay. I'm up to 13. In my head, that stack was worth like 40 block, and then I looked and I had 9. Excuse me. Alrighty, what's next? So the stack will be worthwhile here. Also, 15 damage incoming, but he's dead, right? Soon. As usual, I have almost no damage. So I will need to block all of that, but it won't be hard to do. Just the 38 block. I mean, I don't know, I was so despondent earlier, and I still feel like maybe we have something, the guts of a workable hand here. The Hello World conflict with the small deck thing, and I can't stop playing Hello World. It's just, I usually have 1 extra energy left over. I'm like, well, I might as well play it. I mean, hologram in a small deck, hologram might not be terrible. This whole kind of hologram cool-headed. Oh, the misclick! Oh, and there's a lot of damage coming in as well. Like 30. Fuck! So I can play Fission and have a 75% chance of taking out 15 of the damage, but then I don't... Oh no, actually that's correct, and I have 10 block from these two, so yeah, let's do that. If I miss, I miss. I don't miss. It's fine. And finally, let's actually try and hit the right... Well, I don't have any... Oh, I've got rebound. Rebound does damage. There we go. Wow, that was hard work. Well, I've not seen Blizzard before. Another recycle is tempting, actually. If I could get a recycle plus, I think I'd take it immediately. There's a lot of block in this deck. Blizzard Plus might be good, but also I don't think it's good enough. Okay, what you got for me? No relics. What's that? Symbiotic virus. Oh, once. Well, it could be useful, but unfortunately, I can't afford it. You should be able to sell the merchant cards, I think, even at a greatly reduced value. But then I can see that would kind of counteract the card removal service. Like, card removal where you get paid. Capitalism, man, it's disgusting. Anyway, deep breath or secret technique? No. Full lightning barrage, leap, recycle, capacitor? Also going to say no. Capacitor is completely redundant with fission already in the deck. I had that ridiculous kind of like you upgrade the capacitor, then you fission, you have 10 orbs, man, it's the best. I don't think it's the best. It might not be good. There's another shop just down the road. I think we'll go to that. Ah, my old friends, the muggers. I might just potion both of these guys right out the gate. 20 damage coming in. Yeah, do you know what? I'm not sure on potions. Let's establish that you are not friends of mine. You'll be dead as quickly as possible. Especially with the shop coming, you know? I don't want to lose money here. So I guess we cool head. Oh, thanks. I'm going to play the Hello World, I'm going to play the Leap, and I'm going to strike you. Yep, more damage. Those happy first floor days where I was casually peace piping at every rest site. Those days are long gone now. So we recycle the doubt, zap, defend, and beam cell. Take 3 more damage. He should now be running. I forget. I don't know if there's an exact trigger as to when they start bottling it. Oh, he's going. What the hell? Why are you running? Huh. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention, but that's definitely odd. And a hologram. And the doom cell. Alright, so I don't think I can kill him. I mean, alright, I can't. There's no way I'm going to get 44 damage on him on this turn. It's a waste. But that's what it is. So let's instead get rid of the other guy. The miss. And this might prove very costly. He's gone with a lot of my money. And I have to find 11 damage. No, only 9. No, 11. Well, no, only 9. Maths. Complicated. And as per usual, I don't have it. Absolute scenes. Oh my lord, that was a disaster. Well, you're welcome, mate. I like Glacier. I like Glacier a lot. I think I'm going to take it. I need the big channel. It's got extra. I think I would have paid for Glacier if it appeared in the shop. So I'll definitely take it for free. Pretty much the same stuff. Chill is really good. I think I'm going to take Chill. I'm just all over the place now. My deck is just a mess. There's no thought in going into it at all. It's quite shocking. Just having to make a quick decision about something else. Nope, not going to deal with that just yet. Might as well chill now. Never going to get any better than that. And then leap, and then hello world, and straight out the gate your man's coming with 21, and I'm just going to have to pop him for that. So we zap. Cool-headed is pretty good. I'm striking while I can. I'm gonna. Oh, I can recycle the fission. Doesn't actually get me any benefit apart from thinning the deck slightly. I could also fission and recycle the capacitor, which would also thin the deck and do more damage. To rebound the Glacier, right? Very much so. And I think I might even dual cast here, just for the full block. I've got another Glacier coming on the next turn. That's worked pretty nicely, actually. I'm happy with that. It's, you know, the Hello World, when it comes off, it really does make a big difference, and I am pulling out a lot of these. Cool-headed. Cycle the doubt, or I could. Oh no! Well, I was trying to think if there was a way I could recur, could rebound the zap, but do you know what rebounds the zap? Just playing rebound and then zap. I do eat a bit of damage here. And I say a bit, quite a lot. Like nearly 20% of my health. But can't be helped. Got a handful of stuff. I can start triggering some of these lads. Not that it does me any benefit at all. Sweepy beam. I don't want to, well, I mean I can vision, but I will... Maybe I should vision. What ways do I have of getting to 21 block? I can defend and dual cast, and that will get me to 15, which isn't amazing. I think I have to vision here. Alright, let's put the vulnerable on him first. Oh wait, no, wait. Wait. Oh well, now it's even more tempting, to be honest. And I could even dual cast the zap. So I strike. Oh, that was a mistake. Vision for a bunch of block. Zap, dual cast, and he's dead. I knew that. I was like just testing you. Gold, dexterity potion, and a card. I'm starting to think that maybe I need to admit to myself that the small deck meta has failed. It's just not happening. Maybe I need to take Conserve Battery as a good card. Yeah, I think I definitely do. In fact, alright, so I'm on 30, so I'm going to go heal and then elite. And hopefully we can get through this one. It's these lads. Cracking opening hand. Take block, 10 damage, play vision, doesn't do anything. Probably should have drunk the decks. I will do that now. But... Hello world. Zap, defend, take an enormous amount of damage. How much is coming in? Too much. 27, 39, 46. Well, I've got. I can eat it, but I don't really want to. Oh boy. Barrage is going to be good here. Oh, chill is nice. Yeah, we'll play chill immediately, right? Actually, there's a lot of ways of dealing with this. So like a glacier chill, and then barrage. Barrage does a lot. Yeah, let's do that. Glacier. No, the way to play this is glass. Alright, let's just do this. So if I dual cast this for 16, I've got a like something like 66% chance of taking out the middle dude. Okay, I did not get lucky. That's fine. I now played chill, which completely fills all my stuff. And then I played barrage for 18 and just kill this fool. That's pretty sweet. I'll take that. And hopefully that. I think he's going to come at me with damage on this turn. And he's strengthened himself as well. No, he's gone for the rally. Right, I might be tempted to turbo here. Might be the time. Don't have much in the way of damage. I can curb. I can full block pretty heavily. Let's see what my draw looks like. It's a strike, so I'm going to kill him. 7, 9, 11. So, oh, it is enough to kill him. Oh, I've got loads of strength. Get wrecked. So I can turbo conserve. And hopefully this will pay off on the next turn with 7 energy. Couple of dealable minions, but 49 damage, which I'm not wild about. lots of possible ways of doing this. There's 2, 4, 5. Well, I mean, I play all my cards. I don't have any draws, so I have to play all of them. What's the correct way of doing it? A, I could Glacier for a ton of block. I mean, I am looking at like 49 coming in, so I think I have to do it this way. Glacier, then Fission. I mean, if I Fission and then Glacier, does it make any difference? Fission would pull in 30, and then I get the Glacier, that'll be 41 with 2, 45. I'm up against 36, 40, 49. I then get to Barrage. I can dual cast if I really need to. Go on then, we'll do it that way around. Well, how does it work the other way? So if I Glacier, then it's 11 block, 21, and then I play Fission for 50. Dual cast. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. Oops. Easy now. I've kind of neutered my Barrage a little bit, but I mean, Barrage will still kill him, so it's fine. So let's do that. Dual cast. Only up to 36, weirdly, but I have more or less tanked all of it. And 2 damage out of it. That's gone alright. Don't quite have as many orbs up as I'd like. Oh, great capacitor. That's exactly what I need. I think I'm just going to. Oh, I probably should recycle something else. Right. Might as well play it. Got nothing else to do. Only 4 damage coming in, so that's trouble to have, but I'm not putting out enough damage. I've only put 14 damage on the big guy. I presume you're rallying here, yeah? Another capacitor. Thanks. And my Fission comes back. I need to recycle Fission very quickly. 4 is what I have. We should full head first of all. Oh, cool. Nice. Thanks. I'm dead. It's going very poorly. It's amazing how I think this is the elite flight which ends me more than any other. I'm really bad at mitigating this, and here we go with 49, 58, 65 damage coming my way. Oh no. Yeah, I'm dead. Turbo, not for any real benefit, because I then was able to play 4 of these anyway. The Ball Lightning, which will not kill him. Barrage for 18 will drop this guy. Strike to check him out. Block for 11. But no, sadly, that was the end of it. And I mean, it was a learning experience. It's really about, you know, the difficulty of maintaining a archetype in Slay the Spire generally, and you're at the mercy of luck so much. I mean, it is so dependent on what comes out, and you kind of have to roll good and stick with your gut instinct. So you take that initial choice, which in this case was probably taken for me with the sundial and the peace pipe. And I think the real error that I made was, first of all, that kind of came at me, and I knew that I'm never good at making those small decks. I've never successfully made a small deck. I have a couple of times with the poison lady, I should say, but really it's very, very rare for that to succeed, even with the classes that I'm familiar with. And then I took Hello World, and that really blew everything. So yeah, I made some big errors, but it was interesting, I'll say that. And did I learn anything? Probably not. Learning is, you know, it's for the birds anyway. Who wants to learn from experience? If I was to learn from my experience, I'd get too good at the game too quickly, and then I wouldn't be able to continue doing it every day. That's not good, is it? I don't want to do that. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, do neither or both or either of those things as you see fit. By all means, also, you know, I'm on Twitter, so come and say hello, follow me on there if you want. And any comments that you have about my terrible play, do please leave them for me to consider. Thanks once again for watching, and stop recording.